Good afternoon, I'm Hannah Hamoud.
And I'm Alex Fraser for WHYY Young Journalists.
On Wednesday, July 24th, the Mural Arts Program of Philadelphia unveiled a restored mural from 1989 about gun violence in South Philadelphia.
Here's Sierra Duncan with more information on the program and its mural.
I'm Sierra Duncan with WHYY's Young Journalists, here at the newly restored Stop the Violence mural at 20th and Vernon Streets in the Point Breeze neighborhood of Philadelphia. On Wednesday, July 24th, Councilman Kenyatta Johnson and Mural Arts Philadelphia held a dedication ceremony for the new mural. In 1989, what is now the Mural Arts Project was commissioned to create a mural dedicated to victims of gun violence in Point Breeze. For years, this mural stood as a monument for both the victims and their mourning community. Almost 30 years later, as the Point Breeze neighborhood rapidly changed, developers were forced to tear down the building with the mural because it wasn't up to code. Earlier this year, hundreds of community members joined in recreating the mural under the guidance of artist Felix St. Fort and Mural Arts Executive Director Jane Golden.
So for years, it was here as a beacon and a point of inspiration. So when the developer was doing work on the building was structurally unsound, and he took the mural away.
We spoke with Albert Custis, a vocal member of the community, about the impact of this decision.
I've been living around this area like my entire life. So the mural been up there since like the 80s, and I just see them scraping it down. So I was like, what's going on? Nobody reached out to the community. We didn't know what was going on.
With some help from Councilman Kenyatta Johnson and Mural Arts Philadelphia, the community of Point Breeze worked tirelessly to restore the mural.
So I reached out to Jeff Tubbs, which is part of Make the World Better. He reached out to the developer and the councilman's office, state rep office, Mural Arts. We all came, met up out here actually. It was a meeting out here. The developer, ain't reach out to the community, just expressed that they was only taking it down and the mural was going to go back up.
Jane Golden, the artist behind the original mural and executive director of Mural Arts, has been extremely active in this process.
This mural will live on now as an icon, as a landmark, and as a continual source of pride and inspiration, a reminder of who came before and a reminder of what we want as we look forward.
Bonded over the legacy of the loss of their loved ones, the community of Point Breeze is stronger and more unified than ever.
How do you define a community? You figure out the block captains, the community leaders, who are the community organizations, the library, the rec center, the businesses, all the politicians, and you bring as many people together and you say, what do you want?
What I like about this project as well is that it's a collective effort of everyone, new residents, long-term residents, community leaders, business leaders, all rolling up their sleeves to make sure that we have something positive that symbolizes how we must continuously stay on the case of making sure we reduce the issue of youth gun violence and gun violence in general here in the city of Philadelphia.
Anna Barker, originally from Tennessee, moved to the area 6 years ago. In April, she bought the building that housed the mural and leapt at the chance to help with the project.
This was a great experience for me personally. It was a first-hand experience to get to talk to the long-term community members and the residents of this area and find out how, once I found out how significant this wall was to them and the story behind the names, I was like, we have to make sure that we get this back, give it back to the community.
This mural is a monument of hope for Point Breeze. It unites the community in the idea of common good and a peaceful future.
I hope that this mural will live on as a source of pride and inspiration. It will remind people of who came before and that there was loss, but there's also beauty.
I'm thankful that I got to go through this because I think that it has absolutely made me more familiar with my community, and it's made me be more aware and more sensitive to certain things. I'm thankful to be part of this community.
I'm Sierra Duncan for WHYY's Young Journalists.